Hi, the next DML command that we will learn is update command. This command is used to update the existing data in tables. Let's say I want to update a row in my users table. Say I want to update the name Amar to Arjun. I will double click on the name, edit the name to Arjun and hit enter. So it's updated. Plus I get the update query here. Click on edit inline and copy this command. Now let's inspect the update command. Check the location where we are writing this query. It's e-commerce database and users table. That is, we are already in e-commerce database. So in this case, we can skip database name in the query. Ideally, we should add database name in the query. Add e-commerce database name dot table name and then the rest of the query. But we can follow it like this. Update table name, set updated column name, that is set first name to Arjun. Now where clause tells the condition that which row should be updated. Here it's where users ID is equal to 3, that is tables name dot column name equal to sign and then the value of the column. This is the unique way of identifying a row. You might be wondering why where keyword is used. Let's remove the where condition and run the query. Observe the first name in all columns. This is because we did not mention where clause condition to identify certain rows. If we do so, then database will consider all rows for updation. Now let's come back to the original query. I could write the query in another way as well. Here, instead of user ID, I mentioned users.email is equal to rahul@xyz.com. Remember that this is a string and in SQL, all the strings need to be enclosed within single or double quotes. I can similarly pass the values of any attribute and tell database which rows should be updated. If I write here set last name equal to unknown where last name is null, then it will update all these 3 rows where last name is null and should change the last name to unknown, which is a string. Click on the Browse tab. You can check that the last name is updated in all places of null. I will paste the same query again here. Note that null is not written inside quotes as it's not a string. It is a way of knowing that the relevant data for a particular column is missing. However, the last name Vinayak is written inside the quotes since it's a string. Please note that wherever we write null, we do not use quotes. Also, we write is instead of equal to sign. This is just a matter of syntax about how SQL understands the difference between value and null. We can use operators like and, or, etc. inside the where condition. Consider the following query. This query will check the user ID and it will update for both ID 1 and 2. Run the query. Now the first name has been updated to Vinayak for the rows with IDs 1 and 2. Similarly, you can use and in where clause. Let us learn delete command now. Delete command will delete the record in the table. When delete command is used, entire row gets deleted. The query is delete from table name and the where clause. Run the query. This will delete the row with ID value as 1. You have studied about foreign key concept in the previous topics. ID column from users table is the foreign key for users underscore products table. So if you try to delete this row where ID is 1, which happens to be present in users underscore products table 2, then you will not be able to delete this row. So before deleting a row, you need to ensure that IDs you are going to delete are not present in users underscore ID column in users underscore products table. What happens if you do not write where clause in the delete query? This is your assignment. Execute a delete query without where clause and observe the effect. So in this lesson, we learned update and delete command. By now, you already know how to insert and update the data in your database. So while developing your website, you will be able to create normalized database and store data in it. However, many times we need to pull out the existing data to take certain actions. This pulling out of data is done using select command. In the next lesson, we will learn about select command.